She's right over there. This is live, and this is not a recording saying I'm live. Unless you're watching on Brooke Ivy's channel, then it is a recording of me saying that I'm live, and I'm not really live. She's still a little skittish. She wants to be over in that corner. I'll probably set up a cam over to point over there. Like she found her underneath the bookcase, and she's so big she could barely, she almost couldn't get it back out. Can you hear me okay? Sound is very low? Okay. Let's see if we can get it so you can hear her purring. Ah, the sound reset itself back to defaults. Okay, what I take it up higher. What I did was I lowered the input but raised the master out. So how do I sound now? I tried to go, the reason why I was late starting is because I was trying to get it to start at 4K, but the cam would not give me those options. Okay, I have it raised up to 7 dB. I don't recall what the settings were before, so it'll be a trial and error to get things back. Come here, Gaia. I see I need to set up the other cam as a tripod. Okay, making sure that the mic is facing me and not the other way. Tam says better. You were just off cam. Somebody likes belly rubs. Gaia's story is that she is somebody's pet. After we take care of her kittens, raise her kittens, and adopt them out, she will be returned to her owner, spayed. Gaia is her actual name. And we know that this is at least her second litter. Oh, she's catermelon big. I'll post her x-rays tomorrow. It's estimated that she will give birth in about a week. For those that were watching during the reindeers, I got a second 4K webcam and it would not work. But it turns out it was a Windows update that killed it. And Logitech figured out how to get it to work again. So both cams work. And she is not a Maine Coon. She is a brown tabby. I do not plan to broadcast her birth. Probably it'll be, you'll have an audio track and see and see a video of my back, but we don't do the full birthing here. The vet estimated that she is carrying 7 to 8 kittens. 5 are clearly visible on the x-ray. Nope, no new curtains yet. Dorian just coughed. Quit going to sleep. Jeez, wake up. Okay, I'll play the video. Yeah, that's more kittens than I've ever fostered at once. Can you see her? Okay, you can see her belly. The theme for this litter, as you can tell below the video, is Gaia's Kittens. I haven't quite decided yet if it's going to be Gaia in the sense of the Greek pantheon or neo-paganism. Both provide plentiful names. In the Greek mythology, Gaia had, I think, 47 kids. Not all of them had a father. She has a very easy purr. Paganism, Greek mythology. They're all pagans. So it's just which theory, or that's not the right word. Well, Gaia, and there's a Gaia theory. That's where I got that from. I haven't decided which version of Gaia I'm going to use yet. Pagans, basically anything, well, Christianity decided that anything that was not Christianity is considered pagan. And that's pretty much how the word is used now. She's got a very easy personality. But she has regular ear tufts. It is not believed to have Maine Coon. She may have some part of Maine Coon in her, but she's a brown tabby. Very luscious tail. Okay, well, you can just see her head. She just went like this. Could you do that like 1 foot this way? Now she's like this. Okay, I pet the belly. Pet the belly. Yeah. You feel bloated. Are you gonna pew 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 soon? Huh? You gonna shoot some kittens out? She definitely has an easy purr. She's got the big paws though. Yeah, I brought home 8 cases of baby cat canned, and 4 bags of baby cat dry. One of those bags were the big ones, and I have 4 bags from the last litter. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some of those cans and see if we just wasted the trip bringing them here. See if she likes them or not. You pretty girl. So I'll be right back. Okay, Mama. She did eat the wet food that was put in her carrier, and she peed and pooped when she got here. And she has eaten some of the dry. And she's being fed baby cat, which is very high calorie. Give me a minute. Oh, you're laying just off a cam. You're like, they're only worth my tail. Huh. Here's the test. If your cats are watching too, you may want to lower your volume. No reaction. Oh, now she's looking. Are you getting up or are you getting ready to lick your butt? She's licking her butt. No, you can still see her tail at least. I'll post the x-rays tomorrow morning. I'll let you guys count the heads. And she's licking the fur around her butt. So I think she's just grooming, not prepping for, be a little kitten gun. If she's overwhelmed by that many babies, we are prepared to, have some of the babies go to bottle feeders. And this is at least her second rodeo, so hopefully instinct has kicked in, so she knows what to do. And hopefully she won't turn into Psycho Mama when the babies come. And just as a friendly reminder, if we get any trolls, do not interact with them in any way, shape, or form, please. Do not acknowledge anything they say, pretend they don't exist. That is a proper way to handle a troll, no matter how rude they get. Their goal in life is to make you upset, so you yell at them, which they think is funny. So don't give them any candy. We have a great team of mods. Let them do their job. Okay, let me see about setting up the other webcam on a tripod so I can actually up there, pointing that way. I'm not answering your questions because I'm hardly reading chat. And I miss a lot. I was growing up and I did not see your question. Okay, I'm going to see about setting up that second cam on a tripod or up there. She's just lounging right now. I'm still using the Blue Yeti microphone, which is pretty friggin' awesome. Okay, I need to plug in this USB 3 extension cable. Hold on. curious what the new 4K webcams look like. But I'm only broadcasting at 1080p. But they're incredibly sharp. She's in the litter box, doing her lady business. Looks like she pooped. Be right back. You came out. You just don't want to eat around me. I was looking for another tripod I used at the event this Saturday, but I can't find it. So I'm gonna borrow a different one. It's such a tiny little tripod. It's a nice wide stand for stability though. This is just a tiny level that I use on, that's used for digital cams. It goes into the hat switch or the hat plug. She's having a drink. iPad's getting low. I have a space heater set to keep the room to 72 degrees. When she gives birth, I'll be increasing it to approximately 80. I will be setting up the kennel cage as the clear place to give birth. I'll turn it into basically the only available cave in the room. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. That's funny. Whoops. There, now, no echo. Testing. Okay. She's watching the space heater. It's not scary. I'll turn it on when I'm in here, okay? It's a wide angle camera. We got a wide angled cat. She was an indoor-outdoor cat, so we really don't know anything about the father. I did see 3 of her nieces from kittens that were given that her sister had. One was a dilute Siamese. The second was a tuxedo, and the third was a tortie. So it's going to be one of those things where you never know what you're going to get. The cam is actually making her room look brighter than it really is. There's only one bulb overhead that's on. Yeah, it's like what the one trainer said. I can't pronounce the name. We saw Morticia's belly dance too. That's why I was pretty sure she was pregnant. But in this case, we have X-rays. Here, let me show you the guys. The X-rays. I'll be posting these tomorrow. It's got. Let me see. It may be hard to make out because it's a screen. It's a cell pic of a monitor being picked up by a webcam. Now here's the catermelon. You see on the left and right side of the spine, you can see two skulls. I can't post everything in one day, so you'll get the other ones tomorrow. I'll post them early. Yeah, hopefully she won't be like pulling a giraffe. Pulling an April. Dorian is not sick. This is at least her second rodeo. So hopefully instincts will be taken over here. Two 4K webcams and the computer's at 13 to 15% utilization. I think I might have to order some more. They're like $200 a pop. Or $300 a pop, one of the two. Small range. Jen B said in chat that she heard that the zoo, that April was having a baby, but people complained it was too sexual, so the zoo cut off the feed. This is why we can't have nice things. Anyway, I digress. Kitty! Hey, Data Princess, haven't seen you in a while. Oh, yeah. I can see them disabling the chat. You gotta have a crack team of moderators if you got a chat on a cam like that. With all the publicity. Fortunately, I have a crack team of moderators. Oh, they think it's invading a giraffe's privacy. That's the problem with some people, is that they put human attributes onto an animal. Animals really don't have a concept of privacy. They have a concept of MySpace and not MySpace, but they don't have a concept what privacy is. Yeah, the lighter shades that you see on cam are actually brighter than real life than what I'm seeing. It's like, look, I'm comparing the two. She's darker than the picture. The cam has active light correcting, or bring out the darker areas to make them lighter, or something like that. And that's probably what we're seeing. Yes, I do plan on setting up what I'm working on slowly. One of my projects is to create a website that lets you toggle between multiple kitten cams. You can have the main cam that you're watching, such as mine, and then underneath you'll have either static previews or live icons or a live preview of other cams, and you can switch back and forth. And each cam will have its own chat. I'm sorry, the cable's like touching her, and she doesn't like that. Look at that luck. It will. The new chat, the current chat engine I'm looking at has an ignore feature, which is nice, and it will allow me to potentially integrate it with Google's account, so the same account that you're using to chat now will carry over to that one. That's the idea. And once that's all up and going, you can still watch the kitten cam where you are right now, but the chat will be disabled. I'm gonna try to order more of these black rubber towels so I can finish filling in the room. I've only had these tiles for what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9 years. About time I finish. I used to not have cats that go on that side unless they jump the fence. Perfect Pals is chatting as Perfect Pals. Probably Connie. Yep, there it is, Connie. She's good people's. Okay, when I leave soon to pick up my boy, I'm going to have this cam covering this side of the room where she's currently staying, and then I'll try to work it so that you can see both cams at the same time. Okay, I'm not going to pay attention to chat right now because I'm going to reset up Skycam. In case she doesn't show up on any cam. He's okay. You are such a pretty lady, aren't you? I'm using a paper litter pan right now, disposable, because she hasn't been tested yet for coccidia. Okay, I need to do a switch on the cams. One moment. Knock it out. See, she doesn't care about privacy. Oh, we got poops coming. She likes clearance. Now this is reality TV here, foster cam. You get to see it all. And as you can see, literally, well, you didn't see the poop fall out, but it actually doesn't look that bad. Cover it up, girl. You're gonna be like one of those type of cats. Here, why don't you let me scoop it? She gave it like one little kick at the end, which covered it. Ooh, that's stinky. Okay, what happened to the scooper? Everything got moved around. That's a big poop. Where's the scooper? This is not cool. There it is. Let's make sure that's all covered. She moves up. This is the litter scooping cam. Do not criticize my technique. Now, don't think anything bad about using this 2-cup scoop because it says dog on it. It's allowed. She's eating, so she's not on any of the 3 cams. And that's actually stained. She's eating kibble. She's ignoring the wet food. She's eating a lot of kibble. And these stains are from kittens. So time's passed. I would have bought more towel when I bought this stuff here, but they only had enough to cover what I did. I never got around to ordering more. You can just see her on the right side, or the left corner. Critters made these stains. But the black area that you see, the area that's covered with this blanket, is pretty much the full kitten room, unless they're big kittens. And then just get the rest, and then they get the rest of the room. Or like the reindeer, where they just start jumping the fence. Oh, she's a clean eater. She dropped some food beside the bowl and she ate it. It was not intentional that she dropped it. Now, I do not plan on broadcasting the kittens live unless she happens to pop them right in front of the camera while I'm sleeping. If I expect her to be giving birth, you'll be getting the wide angle view. I will be giving an audio track of what's happening though. Estimated approximately you could probably say 5 to 8 kittens. There's 5 skulls that are clearly visible on the x-ray. And she is definitely confirmed pregnant. She is not faking it. She is not pulling a Morticia. Why no birth video? Because crap happens. And if things go bad, you know, I don't want that shown on the cam. You saying hi to everyone? You're such a pretty girl. I say this is an uncensored view into fostering, but there is a little bit of censoring. There's some things that go on, happen behind the scenes that we don't talk about just because it would needlessly worry people. So, but mostly it's uncensored. I like big butts. And the more kittens that she's pregnant with, the higher the odds that something bad's going to happen. They'll probably be premature kittens. Gaia, the Mythbuster kittens, gave birth pretty much right where she's at now, and she had two stillborn kittens that were premature. There is no broadcasting with a delay. Basically, I'm not going to broadcast the birth. I will show you the kittens after Mama takes care of them, but when she's shooting them out, you're not going to see that. This is her, we believe that this is her second litter of kittens. So hopefully she has the instinct there for taking care of the kittens. Hopefully she won't pull a Dorothy. I cannot handle a Dorothy. I don't have the time for a Dorothy. We expect that she'll give birth sometime within a week, plus or minus a week. If she needs a C-section, she'll go to the emergency vet or to Perfect Pals. Okay, can I explain Dorothy? Yes, Dorothy is a mama cat that was on Tiny Kittens, and she was absolutely clueless about giving birth and handling kittens. She had to be basically handheld throughout the first month of caring for the kittens, requiring nearly 24/7 care. And I have a full-time job that I have to do, so if she's like that, we'll have to see about some other accommodations for her. But that's actually kind of rare, from my understanding, that a mom is like that. Okay, I'm going to have to go now, so I will leave this view up for her, for you guys, because I believe this is the view that she's gonna area that she's gonna stay in. I'll be back home in probably 30 minutes. So if she moves, she moves. It'll be like kitten sleeping off cam. She's got a loud purr. You just stay like that, Mama. That's my alarm saying, go get your son.